Bluid Protocol. I'm still upset at Blue Protocol. We literally gave them... We gave them a recipe. All they had to do was follow. And they were like, nah. I'm gonna do my own shit. Thanks for the recipe though. And now they're fucked. It genuinely had so much potential. All they had to do was keep it in the oven for like a couple extra months. That's it. Honestly, what Tyan said, I agree that best case scenario, delay it by a year. Best case, delay it by a full year. There were so many systems that needed to be overhauled so bad that I don't think can be done in a couple months without testing specifically, but like at the absolute minimum, they should have released it in like the first or second quarter of next year. It was too early. The game was so very clearly unfinished. It had so much potential, but it was so very clearly unfinished. Very disappointed in that game specifically, unfortunately, because like so many promises and nothing happened. I'm actually here before the stream ends today. Yo, bye, what's up? Thank you so much. Thank you. What's up? We are in honored company of Mr. Bright. When testing ended, I was like, oh cool, this game has some work to do, but it's in a decent place testing wise. And then they were like, hey, release in a month. Same. When you guys told me when the game released, it's supposed to release, I was like, wait, we're testing the game. As a rule of thumb, when a game goes into testing, and then says, and then already has a release date for next month, red flag. Because it's clearly not supposed to be a test. It's clearly not supposed to be a test. It's supposed to be the finished game. It's supposed to be the end result. All they want to do is make sure there aren't any game-breaking bugs that have to re-roll once the servers are live. So they're doing a quote-unquote test, let people do the test, soft launch the game basically, and if everything goes well, they re-roll everything, and then they're like, anyways, now it's released. Shoto likes it, and I'm happy he does. I'm so happy he does. I'm so glad. I'm not saying you can't like a game that isn't good. You can. You can like a game that isn't good, that isn't great, that isn't perfect, that isn't flawless. You can even like a bad game. Like you can, yeah. It isn't a terrible game at all. Like it very much isn't a terrible game. It's just not good. There is so many better games that do the same thing. Just so much better. Yeah, exactly as we thought what would happen. Yeah, GG. Blue Protocol. They shot themselves in the foot big time. Very sad. The pink is blinding me. Damn, I'm sorry. Am I too bright? Shit. It's also so much time in a day, and a game has to do shit we all be worth of my time. Yeah, exactly. We don't have much time to like play a game that's only half good. But rushing an asset flip game dash to a development studio. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. It's really sad.
Not to say that the game isn't doo-doo because it felt super unfinished, but we are a little spoilt on WoW, so it do be that way.
It do be that way. I think, again, as I said that with Blue Protocol as well, MMO games have to realize that they are competing with the standard of today. You can't make an MMO look at 20 years ago, fucking classic WoW, and be like, I think my game's better and slightly more polished than that. And you have to look at current WoW. You have to look at where wins meet today. You have to look at Black Desert Online today. You have to look at Warframe today. And then ask yourself if the game can offer anything at very least just as good. Because if you bring out something new that isn't anyhow at least as good, why would people play it? Why play? It makes no sense. Why would I waste my time playing something that already exists but is worse? Why would I drop Warframe to play a worse Warframe? Why would I play WoW to play a worse WoW? Why would I drop Where Winds Meet to play a worse Where Winds Meet? Makes no sense. I was gonna make old school RuneScape in Unreal Engine 5. It will be the biggest, bestest ML ever. Low-key. Yeah, exactly. Like, a WoW player isn't gonna leave WoW for fucking World of Teemo 2.3.5. No. It's got to be at very least just as good as WoW currently. New school RuneScape. It comes with a... never mind. Can't make those jokes. Sometimes I have to remember I am a cute VTuber and not... Sometimes I have to remember I'm Shylily and not just Lily. Saying no balls? No, I don't have the balls. You're right. I don't have those balls. No, I really do not. No. No, I'm not American enough to make those jokes. I don't have the balls. I know you enough to figure out the joke anyways. It's fine. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't.
Do Fellowship or Guild Wars 2, not as good as WoW, but it's like 60% as good, which kills time between seasons.
Yeah. Genuinely, yes. I think Guild Wars 2 has like a solid player base with like a whole bunch of people on and off returning because it's nearly as good as most other stuff on the market, which gives people the incentive to go and check it out and spend time on it whenever there's a down season. Like me. If it wasn't for Where Winds Meet right now, like, I'm currently genuinely not playing WoW. I was planning on doing so, I was excited. Sometimes it just be like that. I still fucking love World of Warcraft, but sometimes I just don't want to play it. And if it wasn't for Where Winds Meet, I'll probably just play Guild Wars right now. Guild Wars 2.
I have no funny or witty joke to offer, only wanted to wish Lily and chat a happy new year.
Thank
Hope
you, Magic,
everyone
you
is safe,
too!
healthy
Yes.
and happy for the upcoming
Stay
year.
safe, chat, always. Don't be stupid. Don't play with explosives when you're drunk. Just join me in playing CS Girl, you have no idea how much I would love to be good at those games. Because, okay. Like, any shooter-esque game, if you enjoy them and are good at them, you would never run out of games. You can play so many bangers. But I'm so bad at them and I hate them. The only game I've ever really enjoyed was Street Nova. I've tried a bunch of pew pew games. The only one I really somewhat clicked was Street Nova, but even there it wasn't good. But it was fun enough. I still don't know why it died. But that's because I'm not connected to the genre itself, so I'm not really sure what the flaws are with it. Ask me why any MMO that I played died, and I can tell you, I can literally pinpoint everything, what makes the game shit. I don't know that about pew pew games. It's kind of petered out, I guess so. Shynova isn't dead. I'm not saying it's dead. But he's on life support. You can't deny that. It is beautiful. I love it. I fucking love Shinoa. It's beautiful. It's so good. But you cannot say it in on life support. Then rose tinted glasses, something
Hello,
rose
Sensei
tinted
Lily.
glasses.
I'm sorry, but didn't get my homework done last night.
Mm.
Please don't eat me as punishment.
That's okay.
Can I just stay after class and make up the work?
You will stay after class and we'll do your
Joking
homework
aside,
together.
Now that Spoof is dyed pink, can
You
you
like
show
it?
us the other one to see him?
Oh, of course. Let me just there you go. You like it? Throne and Liberty, I can point out why it had such a big downfall. I don't know if it's dead, by the way. I don't know if Throne and Liberty is dead, but the main reason why everyone played it and then everyone dropped it that is relevant is because it is a hyper PvP focused game that forces PvP, and while it has a lot of good things going for it, it had a few glonky systems that took slightly too long to be fixed because it had a long time to fix those things before the game launched. It got a lot of quality of life changes somewhat shortly after it launched, but it was slightly too little too late. But the extremely forced PvP, even to people who are literally just questing in a zone that just so happened to become a fucking PvP zone, it was so extremely hyper-focused on PvP. Extremely. On top of that, on top of the hyper-focus on PvP, it felt like a lot of the time, it was mindless grind that is designed to keep you playing for a lot of hours. Not very engaging grind. The grind was meaningless and easy and brain dead, and you wish it had on fucking auto. The game's grind feels like the game was originally designed to be a mobile game that has auto combat, so you can just AFK in specific zones to drain your energy.
The
That's
main
always a
reason
bad
I
thing.
dropped WoW after 20 years is that the seasonal model sucks. At my age, logging into a new patch and seeing all your time wasted to get the best gear is demoralizing to play any further.
I get that, but counter argument, I love it. I sometimes just want to feel like we are all starting over. I'm not behind. New season, boom, we are all starting over. So it's, a double-edged sword or whatever, two sides of the scale or whatever the saying goes. I don't know. A lot of the PvP also felt like... Take League of Legends, for example. It's a PvP game. But a game can be turned around if you manage to make the other 4 people and yourself focus on what puts you behind and how to pull ahead. In Throne and Liberty, for example, a lot of the time in PvP, if you're behind, you will notice you're behind in the first 2.5 minutes, and once you're behind, you stay behind. It is very difficult and very rare in Throne and Liberty, in PvP, to actually be able to pull back. Very difficult. Very difficult. I'm not saying it isn't possible. It kind of is, but here's the thing. Here's a big flaw with Throne and Liberty's PvP. It is very much strongly... how do I explain this? I'm not sure how to explain it properly, but how do I explain this properly? Throne and Liberty PvP, especially mass PvP when it comes to guild versus guild, it's very... Who has the better comp? It's like being... It's like blind pick in League, where if they outscale you, they outscale you. Once you hit endgame, it's endgame. It's snowballing. It's like, who has a better comp? Who has a better... It's very rock, paper, scissor-esque, where... it's all about a specific combo of CC and then people going in to be able to take large chunks of ground. But yes. Yeah, exactly. The top-rated guilds literally research what the other guild is running. Not because it's based on skill, but because it's based on comp. One comp beats another comp. That's just how it works in Throne and Liberty. And that isn't a good recipe for success in a PvP-based game. You shouldn't be able to guarantee a win just because you have a mole sitting in some other's guild that figures out the comp and then counterpick that comp. Not how it's supposed to work in PvP. It's supposed to be skill-based. Which, by the way, it's very hard to do in large-scale PvP games. So it's like if for example, they know that the entire guild does a rush comp where all they do is put people to sleep and then bop, then I simply counterpick that. And then I have a whole bunch of people playing a comp that relies on hitting the fucking sleep, whatever, I think it was sleep, I don't know what it's called. They rely on hitting the CC, the AoE sleep, and then going in. If they know their guild runs that, they simply counterpick it. Done! Done! That's the whole PvP. Now I'm supposed to sit there and defend a losing point for 15 minutes? Fuck no. Yeah, it's like rock, paper, scissors type PvP is never a good thing. But it's very difficult to not have that be the case in large scale
of content
PvP.
killed the game for me, and PvP was not fun too.
That's it.
Only PvP I enjoyed in such games was in Aeon, but only the mass PvP. Duels were not good.
Oh, dude, Aeon PvP was kinda it. I agree, I totally forgot about Aeon. Yes. Yes. And yeah, I know PvP. Also in Throne of Liberty, it was largely whoever has most players, especially when both teams are inexperienced.
For Throne and Liberty.
Same.
Then endgame happened. I could never get any gear from the raids.
That honestly was also a huge letdown. You can complete your weekly raids in less than 10 minutes. And then get no gear, and then you're like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna log in for the rest of the week, knowing I'm not gonna get that piece. That's it. The rest of the week, I'm not gonna get a raid piece because I've done the raid with my guild. That's it. Yep. Yeah, and some of the top gear being locked behind PvP bosses. No, they hard force the PvP too much. There is games that have PvP very successfully, so even large scale. But none of those games hardcore focus force it, and there's a reason why. Cause games 20 years ago tried it and fucking died, and so people realize no one likes it. Lost Ark was so fun until they were forced into pay to win to progress. What bothers me a lot about games, I don't know if you played ArcAge? ArcAge is one of those typical games that get ported from a different country where everything works a bit different, and to be on top of the game, all you had to do was have multiple accounts because it has those stupid, like, energy systems. Which in other countries, correct me if I'm wrong, you can't make a second account because the way you make accounts in those countries is by signing up with, like, your ID or whatever. It's also plagued with cheaters because, again, in those countries, if you cheat, your ID simply gets blocked by game publishers. If you become a cheater in any game and you're caught, your ID just gets blacklisted, and you need your ID to sign up for games. You're just fucked. So no one cheats. So that's why those games always have, like, terrible anti-cheat, because the games get ported without anti-cheat. Because over there, if you cheat, then your whole gaming career is over. Say goodbye to gaming. Your ID is fucking blacklisted. I don't know which country does that. I genuinely, I don't know which country does it. I don't know. I don't know, but I know that's a country where you need your ID to sign up for games. Which is why when those games are ported to the West, they do really bad because the first thing people do is cheat. Because if you get caught, you can just make a new account, whatever. It was Korean. It was a Korean game, South Korea. Korean. I'm not sure if China does it. I think it was Korea. Because I think Arc H was a Korean game. So I think it was Korea. Funny that Korea has ID anti-cheat, but the best esports players are from there. Cheats don't win. Yeah, it's funny what gaming does to you when you have to. I would never want to have to use my fucking ID to sign up to a bloody game. But I do believe that apart from the let's just assume in like a rainbow world that there is no, all the negatives with that are gone. I do think it definitely creates a very different online environment. Cause like, you know, if you fuck up, your ID is hooked into the game. You get blacklisted by that game, or just social media in general, or gaming companies in general, because they have access to your ID, you're fucked. Suddenly, there's consequences online, and suddenly people are nice again. Suddenly people can behave again. You know,